Kids love parties. Here are 40 plus Halloween sweets and treats to get your party going together. Welcome to Epic Mom Life. I am your host, Kara Peterson. This show is sponsored by The Possum's Tale, a unique book adventure for your 6 to 12-year-old child. Let's jump into today's show. Halloween sweets and treats for a kids' Halloween party. Your children have been thinking of their costume for a month. And if you're one of the unlucky parents, they have changed that costume after you've already started getting it ready, buying the stuff, or making it 3 times already. Halloween is such a fun time. You get to be someone else, anyone else, stay out late, and it's a sugar free-for-all. Be sure to read Trunk or Treat, which I'll link in the notes, if you're looking for a safe yet super fun alternative to traditional trick-or-treating. I also have a Trunk or Treat checklist for you in the notes. If you've decided to have the celebration at your home, you will want to be creative and get creepy with suitable ghoulish treats. Here are some ideas to get you started that your little one can have fun helping you create. Halloween sugar cookies. Bake sugar cookies in Halloween-themed shapes like pumpkins, ghosts, or bats, and decorate them with icing and sprinkles. Mummy hot dogs. Wrap the crescent roll dough around the hot dogs to create mummy-like treats. Then just bake them till they're golden brown. Spiderweb cupcakes. Bake and frost cupcakes, then add the black icing to create a web-like design on top. Ghostly popcorn. Make a batch of popcorn and drizzle it with melted white chocolate and to create ghostly shapes. Jack-o'-lantern fruit cups. Oh, we have kind of a healthy one. Carve spooky faces into oranges or tangerines and fill them with assorted fruits for a healthy Halloween snack. Pumpkin-shaped Rice Krispie Treats. Shape Rice Krispie Treats into pumpkins and use green icing for the stems. I have to confess, I am over 50 and I still think that Rice Krispie Treats are the bomb. Candy corn bark. You melt white chocolate. Okay, just so you know, I think white chocolate is a total farce. There's no such thing as white chocolate. Chocolate comes from cacao powder, right? And there's no cacao powder or cocoa powder or whatever in white chocolate, so that's not a thing. But for those of you who think it's a thing, you're going to melt the vanilla chocolate, white vanilla chocolate, and layer it with candy corn and Halloween colored sprinkles. Let it sit and break it into pieces. Monster eyeball pretzels. Dip pretzel rods into melted white chocolate, again that white chocolate, then attach candy eyeballs to create monster eyeball treats. Spiderweb pizza. Use pizza dough to create a spiderweb design, then add your favorite toppings for a spooky pizza night. Halloween-themed pancakes. Who doesn't love Halloween-themed pancakes? You can do this the morning of the party for the kids. Add orange food coloring to the pancake batter, or just add pumpkin, and use cookie cutters to create Halloween-themed shapes like bats, ghosts, or pumpkins. Creepy crawly Jell-O cups. Layer green and orange gelatin in clear cups and place gummy worms inside for a creepy treat. Witch's fingers. That just sounds awful. Shape sugar cookie dough into finger shapes and add almond slices as their fingernails and bake until golden brown. Monster cupcakes. Decorate cupcakes with colorful frosting, candy eyes, and draw monster faces using icing. Pumpkin spice popcorn balls. So I have another classification that is fall tastes, and this would go under there, but I had it because popcorn's fun. Mix popcorn melted with marshmallows, pumpkin spice, and butter and form them into balls and let them cool. Halloween spider dip. Create a savory dip like spinach or artichoke or cheese, and then use black food coloring to draw spiderweb patterns all along the top. So that makes you then think, well, what happens when people start dipping and they mix up that black? Then it just looks like the witch's cauldron, right? Mummy brownies. Bake a batch of brownies, then use white icing to create mummy bandages across the top. Graveyard pudding cups. Layer chocolate pudding with crumbled chocolate cookies and add cookie tombstones with gummy worms on top. Caramel apple monsters. Dip the apples in caramel, insert the candy eyes, and use pretzel sticks as arms to make cute caramel apple monsters. Pumpkin patch dirt cups. Layer chocolate pudding, crushed chocolate cookies, and gummy pumpkins to clear cups to create a pumpkin patch dessert. That's a lot of gooey, thirst-inducing list of treats. Here are some Halloween-themed worthy drinks for your holiday table. Witch's Brew Punch. Mix together green fruit punch, lemon lime soda, and lime sherbet. You can add gummy worms or plastic eyeballs for an extra creepy touch. Pumpkin juice. Combine orange juice, pineapple juice, and a splash of grenadine for a sweet and colorful Halloween drink. And then you can serve it in pumpkin-shaped cups or add a floating plastic spider. Monster milkshakes. Make a milkshake with vanilla ice cream and milk and add a few drops of green food coloring. Top it with whipped cream and candy eyes to create a monster face. Spider cider. I love that. You just got to say it a couple times, right? Spider cider. Mix together apple cider and a small amount of black food coloring. Serve it in clear cups and add plastic spider rings to the rim. Frankenstein floats. Fill a glass with lime sherbet and pour lemon lime soda over it. Add a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top and decorate with chocolate syrup to create Frankenstein's face. Are you doing the, I'm kind of doing that with lemon limes, lime sherbet, chocolate syrup. Definitely doing the, but I like chocolate covered strawberries, so that might work. Ghostly hot chocolate. Prepare hot chocolate as usual and top it with whipped cream. Easy. Use chocolate syrup or mini chocolate chips to make ghost faces on the whipped cream. Vampire blood mix. Punch. Mix cranberry juice, cherry soda, and a splash of lemonade. Add frozen raspberries for a really gory, bloody effect, and serve it in a plastic vampire-themed cup. So when it comes to what people are craving during Halloween, it is pretty much the same as what they want for fall, and that's apples and pumpkins. So if you want anything apples or pumpkin, which is like pumpkin spice, you're sure to have a Halloween hit, just not a creepy one. So here are some apple ideas. Apple fritters. Okay, there is nothing better than fried dough with icing and apples. There just isn't. That's my favorite. Apple slices with peanut butter. So we'll give them something healthy. Slice the apples into thin rounds or wedges and serve them with a slice of peanut butter for dipping. This combination provides a great balance of natural sweetness from the apple and protein from the peanut butter. Baked apple chips. I actually get these regularly, you know, the bear chips. I love these. Thinly slice your apples, bake them at low temperature until they turn crispy. It's a great portable and crunchy snack for kids. Apple nachos. I'd never heard of apple nachos. Slice the apples into thin rounds and arrange them on a plate. Drizzle some melted chocolate or caramel sauce over the apples and sprinkle with toppings like crushed nuts, granola, or shredded coconut. Apple and cheese kebabs. Alternate apple chunks with cubes of cheese on skewers for a fun and nutritious snack. Apple cinnamon muffins. Bake some homemade apple cinnamon muffins using fresh apples. This snack is perfect for fall and can be made ahead of time, and it's easy grab and go, and everybody loves them. Apple fruit salad. Combine diced apples with other seasonal fruits like pears, grapes, or cranberries. Toss the fruit with the salad with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to prevent it from browning. It's interesting because about that salad, I found a recipe years ago for winter fruit salad, and it had apples and pears and pineapple, kiwi, and bananas. And it is probably the best salad ever. It tastes like apple pie, and it's amazing. Apple and oat energy balls. Blend together chopped apples, oats, nut butter, honey, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Roll them into bite-sized balls and refrigerate until firm. These energy balls make a great snack for active kids. I love energy balls. I make date balls regularly. Here are some pumpkin ideas. Pumpkin donuts. Okay, just like the apple fritters. Oh my heck, I love pumpkin season because the pumpkin donuts come out. Pumpkin bread. Bake a moist and flavorful pumpkin bread with pureed pumpkin. Warm spices like cinnamon and nutmeg, and it just smells so good, and everybody loves it. If you throw in the chocolate chips, of course, everybody loves it even more. But which brings us to the pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. They're almost as good as the donuts. Pumpkin spice energy balls, more energy balls. Combine rolled oats, pureed pumpkin, nut butter, honey, pumpkin spice, and chocolate chips. And who doesn't love those? Pumpkin pancakes. We talked about the Halloween pancakes, and I said if you add the pumpkin puree, then you'll end up already having them be a little bit orange, and you can add some pumpkin spice, and they'll be very special. Roasted pumpkin seeds. My mom used to do this with us when we'd carve our pumpkins when we were little. She'd go through all the goo and wash out all those seeds, and we'd bake them, and we'd put the sea salt on. That was a huge treat. Pumpkin spice apple chips. So just like the apple chips that we did in the apple part, only you just add some pumpkin spice and maybe a little bit of sugar, and now your healthy, wonderful apple chips have a little bit of a sweet treat to them. Pumpkin spice granola bars. Make homemade granola bars using oats, pumpkin puree, pumpkin spice, nuts, maybe dried fruits. Kids love parties. Halloween is a perfect excuse to throw a fun get-together. And it is almost easier, I'm not a party planner, but it's almost easier to plan a party when there's a theme so that you can narrow down the decorations and the food choices and the activities and the music. So you have kind of like this idea of where you're going with it. So here are 40 plus Halloween sweets and treats to get your party going together. Also, just so you know, I just rattled through those, but if you click the link in the notes to the blog, they're all written super nice so that you can see them really easily. The quote, it's from our favorite little Winnie the Pooh who loves his honey. What could be more important than a little something to eat? Winnie the Pooh. If you are hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I want to send you a huge thank you. Please leave me a comment or review and share with other moms you know. Get in touch in the comments or on Kara's social media networks. See you next week for a new episode.